Okay, I'll make this a quick episode of Nate's MMA Corner, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night, Belfort versus Gastelum in the middleweight division. So this is a 6-fight main card. I'll give my predictions and a quick rundown of this main card. So in the main event, we got Vitor the Phenom Belfort versus Kelvin Gastelum, Ultimate Fighter winner. And I am picking Kelvin Gastelum by 3rd round knockout. I think his wrestling and his heavy hands keep Belfort at bay, and he gets it done in the 3rd round. And he's a younger guy, more energy, and he's not as worn out. I guess you could say he has a better Gastelum tank at middleweight. Anyway, so yeah, picking Gastelum 3rd round knockout. Then in the co-main event in the light heavyweight division, we have Mauricio Shogun Rua versus Gian Villante. As many of you know, Gian Villante trains with Chris Weidman, and I think highly of Gian Villante. I think the guy has all the potential in the world, and I think he gets a big win here over Shogun Rua. I think Shogun Rua may have home court advantage. This is taking place in Brazil, but just the wear and tear throughout his career has really got to him, I think. And I think Gian Villante gets it done 1st round knockout, because I think Gian Villante has great boxing and heavy hands, and he gets it done. And he could take a few hard shots from Mauricio, but Mauricio could win by knockout. I think if Mauricio does win, it's going to be by knockout, maybe in the later rounds. But I definitely think Villante gets it done here. Then in the lightweight division, we have Edson Barboza versus Beneil Dariush. Beneil Dariush, well-rounded guy, great grappling. Edson Barboza known for his leg kicks. I think Edson Barboza gets it done here by some flashy knockout. I think Beneil Dariush can get knocked out, and it takes a certain type of fighter to be able to pull it off, though, because Beneil's gone better over time, and especially since the Ramsey Nijem loss. So Edson Barboza, I think, is that one-of-a-kind fighter that could beat Beneil Dariush. But I think Beneil can soldier on, win or lose, from this fight, and gain some sort of knowledge and get even better, win or lose from this fight. So Beneil doesn't really lose much in this fight, and there's no shame in losing to Barboza. But yeah, I mean, this fight could go either way, but I'm picking Barboza. Then I think if Beneil wins, it's going to be by submission. But I'm picking Barboza 1st round knockout. Then in the flyweight division, we have Jussier Formiga versus Ray Borg. Now, Formiga and Borg, the sky's the limit for both these guys. I think both these guys are hungry in the flyweight division. And, the names are kind of running out in the flyweight division because Demetrius Johnson's kind of ran through the top 10. And I think Formiga gets it done, unanimous decision. I just think he's going to just outwit Borg. Borg's a great technical fighter. He's well-rounded in every facet of MMA. But Formiga is going to just be that one step ahead of him, and he's going to squeak out a decision win. It could go split decision or unanimous decision, but I think Formiga squirts out a narrow decision here. I think this game of inches, because Borg is just full of energy. If he gets caught and he gets dropped, he'll bounce right back up, or he'll figure a way out. But yeah, Formiga, I think, just gets it done here. It's his time. Then in the women's bantamweight division, we have Bethe Correia versus Marion Reneau. Now, Marion Reneau, it's like some people doubted her because of her age, and Bethe Correia, she's been on a little downturn as of late. So this fight was this is a good matchup. I think this matchup makes all the sense in the world. It's a good win for Bethe to get her name back. And if Marion Reneau wins this, it's a huge jump for her. But I mean, when you look at both their careers right now, it's sort of, they need this win now more than ever. And this could be a loser leaves town sort of fight, but I like both these ladies, and wish them both good luck. But I think Correia gets it done on the strikes and keeps the fight standing, and it's a decision win for Correia. Then in the welterweight division, to kick off the main card, we have Alex Oliveira versus Tim Means. Tim, the Dirty Bird Means, I think gets it done, second round knockout. I think his kickboxing's stellar, and Alex Oliveira is stellar too, but I think Tim Means is just, he's willing to go full force, stand and bang, and if he gets rocked, he's just going to be that much more motivated to want to finish his opponent. And I think Alex Oliveira is a guy that will buy into that. He'll be like, oh, I got him rocked, and I'm going to go for the kill. And Tim Means is that kind of fighter where you think you got him, and maybe you don't. So, but again, I mean, this is a good matchup. This matchup is two high caliber strikers. Alex Oliveira, flashy kicks, great jabs, and man, I kind of went on a coin toss with this one, but I'll go with Tim Means' second round knockout. So there you have it. There's my pre-fight predictions for this main card. Stay tuned in the coming days for my post-fight show of this main card in the coming days. Yeah, and until then, see ya.